me speaking because I actually gained more followers without that. So whatever, I guess. Um, you, you dicks. Anyway, um, but it turns out that I had the microphone from the camera muted. I can't remember why. It might have been because I was playing a game that didn't need it, or I didn't want to like talk to anybody. Um, yeah, so that happened, and you probably could not hear all of the stuff that happened. So I'll do a quick recap before we move forward. Um, so I think the videos stopped when we went to save Mound. Um, so from that point forward, we got Claude. Claude's a golem. Found his arm, put it back on him. He joined our force. We got to fight another greater devil, which was Camellia. She had the pink hair and the mace. We killed her. We got on the Nazca's ship. Nazca's ship took us over to Grant's Island, which is where we are now. We ended up getting Sheila, a master monk. We fought some prison flowers. We defeated the Red Baron, who was actually Lemon. If you remember Lemon from the beginning, his name's actually Lemon, like the lemon, like the fruit. And I did the mithril farming. Not everybody has exactly what I want them to have, but it's good enough. It took me. So the last video cut out about an hour. It took me from the rest of that night, which is about another hour, 2 hours the following day just to get the equipment that I wanted. So, let me go here. So, the new items and the final items is this Misty Knuckle. I also did some inventory management. A ground axe. The Gersame, which is an insta-kill item, kind of. A Buster Shot, which is kind of sad. 2 Mist Javelins. And a Giant Knuckle. So out of like the 13 pieces of Mithril, I got 4 items that I actually wanted, which is a little terrible. But right now we are in the town of Gaul. If you remember that from the very beginning, we were trapped in here because the king thought we were spies from Granseal. And it turns out that we're not, because we know that. And now we're just kind of trying to figure out where this Force Sword is, where the Sword of Light is. And we heard that from the Oracles of Tristan. So the only other place we can go to is south of Gaul, more towards Granseal. So this is Geshup and Xeon speaking to each other. And Xeon's kind of mad. Anytime the screen shakes like that, that's their like screaming. So that's kind of like foreshadowing. I don't know where Lemon is. That's one of the things I'm trying to figure out because I don't remember how he... Yeah, I know it's a hole. Oh, Lemon made it. Okay, so we actually have to go somewhere else. Lemon is actually an immortal vampire. because that's just what he is. So he can't die. And it's all because of Zeon. So, once this battle starts. So if you remember, we actually fought a battle here before. We came out of Golem after we were prisoners. It was just the smallest force. And we had basically the same setup. There was obviously no higher level enemies, but if you come south, this used to be Grand Seal. And this is now the tower that everybody's talking about. This is where Zeon is sleeping, laying to rest, trapped pretty much. But for some reason, this is called Ark Valley. Evil gathers there, so he's gaining his powers. He wants the Jewel of Evil to be complete, but eventually over time he'll become powerful enough that nothing can stop him anyway. This here is a little curious. We'll figure that out later. And then this is the town of Yield. We were there earlier whenever we went to go see Hal to figure out what the hell happened. So, this is... I know I say it every time. Well, you haven't heard me say it. Because I've been muted a lot. This is an interesting fight. We have a bunch of, obviously, high-level enemies. We got our final upgrades, except for Bowie. And enemies pop up much like they did with the sand golems in a couple fights ago. Pretty sure I explained that, but you didn't hear anything, so sorry. Calmly sitting in his chair.
What do you do with this cheese?
Oh shit, can you put that away? Thank you. Sorry. Love you. I put it on my wrap and I forgot. We had cheese up there because we had dinner. And I forgot to put the cheese back. He sends it all. It's been a couple of days. Let's leave it at that. So we have our new dragon type enemies. The white dragons. We do have the wyverns. Wyverns? I can never say that name. It's like Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire? How do you say Worcester? It's not Worcester. Alexa, how do you say Worcestershire sauce? She said it the way I did. Alexa, how do you say Worcestershire? Not Worcestershire. What did you say?
Worcester?
Yeah, it's not Worcester. Alexa, I actually didn't think we would use her, like, as often as we do. But we use her a lot. And she gets sassy. So, yeah. So everybody is, everybody's close to the same level. We do have a couple stragglers, but it's all going to pretty much smooth out from here. I don't really have a lot of people that really get a whole lot stronger. I could take some time and farm some levels like tomorrow, but that probably won't happen. Okay, cool. So, this is why it's interesting. These are called burst rocks. Burst rocks will, once you kill them, they will detonate in the surrounding area. So everybody here in this little spot, they're gonna get smacked by. It's like the four corners around. So the safe bet's to use somebody in his range to finish him off. Actually, I'll do that. That's the insta-kill. That was the very first attack that he's had with that sword, and that was the insta-kill. That's awesome. I think it's awesome, but whatever. Shouldn't he use 3? 62. Yeah, so... Alright, so it's a wider range than what I thought. That's okay. That's why I have 3 healers. So this might be a decent fight to farm. I just don't like this one, so I'm pretty much just going to try to get through it as fast as I can. And Kazan learned Atlas. We're going to show it off here. It's just a bunch of fists coming out of nowhere, just punching things. I'm assuming it's a giant, because Atlas was a giant. But who knows? With Sarah and Sheila, their attacks are... So, Sarah's attack was a lot higher than Sheila's was. So I actually gave her the weaker item. I gave her the Mist Knuckles. The Grand Knuckles are the ones that, you know, they're the good ones, pretty much. That way, like, the power distribution is a little bit even. Because Sarah is going to attack, Sheila's going to attack as well, but it was kind of at a point where Sarah's attack power... Oh, he's dead. No, he's not dead. Sarah's attack power was just... It was over 100, so it made more sense to give the Grand Knuckle, which had higher attack power, to Sheila, so she could actually, you know, attack things and actually kill them instead of doing like 5 or 10. I am severely disappointed I only got a Buster Shot out of that. May gets... She could have gotten a Hyper Cannon, but I misused the Mithril and I didn't have like, a backup save, so... Yep. Mistakes made everywhere. So she'll get there too. I mean, everybody can be amazing. It just depends on how much you level them. And how much time and effort you want to put she got 1 experience point for that. I was not expecting it at all. I thought she was going to get 40. Go. Cool. So, how is everybody's week starting? I guess. Question for whoever might be watching that's not in chat or whatever. Yeah. How are you doing? It's been a few days. We did do a Saturday stream. It didn't go well, so it's not going to go up. I think we're going to not do The Witness anymore. Not because, like, Justin and I can't work together, it's just the puzzles didn't make any sense. So we are probably done with that, and we'll pick something else up, maybe. But I kind of have a plan for the next few weeks anyway. Depending on how the rest of these fights go tonight, we should be able to get to... We should only have like 3, maybe 4 fights left. Depending on a few things. So, you know, we could be done with Shining Force this week. Possibly. So it's something to consider. What I plan on doing is on Saturday. I think I'm going to start. Well, okay. So here's the problem. My birthday's this week, so you know, I'll be doing birthday festivities with friends, family. So things might get a little bit kind of scarce on like content, maybe. I do plan on streaming at least Wednesday, possibly Wednesday. Actually, I have a thing that's happening Wednesday evening. So depending on how long that takes, the stream might start a little bit later. But Saturday, I'm not really sure what time I'll get on, but I do plan on doing Shining Force 2. Not Shining Force 2, we are playing Shining Force 2. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. I'm going to turn that into the Saturday series. That way, if I get lost in it, I can play, you know, a little bit longer, instead of cutting 2 hours on the dot. But the re-release came out. I got it with a season pass of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is a fantastic game if you haven't played it. It kind of fits well with, you know, my wife and I went to Greece this year, or last year, and it kind of fits well with basically everything. I mean, the architecture around the world looks phenomenal. I actually took a screenshot of the theater in Hephaestus, and my wife and I were standing in the exact same theater, and they rendered it exactly the same. So, I mean, the details beautiful. But that's what I plan on doing for Saturday. Next week, if we can finish Shining Force, like Wednesday, I plan on doing kind of like a go back to Anthem and Fallout 76. Both games have had massive updates since release, and you know, they're just kind of collecting dust on where my games are, and it's not great. I mean, I love both of them. even with their flaws. So I kind of want to go back to them and just kind of revisit for a couple weeks just to see, what changed and what didn't. And then, I don't know, that's a little bit too far out of my idea of where the stream is going to be going. So that's just, a little update on the state of things. More to come, obviously. There's just a bunch of stuff going on this month that, there might be a Monday where I'm not going to be able to do this, or if I do it, it'll be, probably really short and done on camera. It's a busy time. It's starting to become like spring weather out, so we're actually able to do things and go outside and stuff. So there might be some nights where if I don't stream, I'm spending it with my wife. Just kind of enjoying the weather and being around each other. So yeah. If I do miss a stream, I'll probably make it up another day. He's dead. Oh my god, that's twice. So yeah, that's what's going on. It's not like I'm shutting the stream down, even though I have entertained the idea. But the whole reason why I started it was to get into the Extra Life campaign. And Extra Life, if you haven't heard of it, if you don't know about it, Extra Life is something that I got into. I think this will actually be my 5th year. Yeah, I think it's my 5th year. I got into it because of my wife. She had worked with a guy. He was going to be playing games for 24 hours. And I thought it was interesting, and I was like, I can do that. So I did it. And over the last couple of years, I recruited some friends, and we try to raise money for the Children's Health Network. So, one day in November, you're probably going to see me be alive for 24 hours straight. And it's because of the stream. It's because of the date that they pick for the Extra Life. So, if you like what you see and you want to help out some kids, I think it's a good cause. You don't want to have parents worrying about if they have the correct equipment in the hospitals and medicines and things like that for their kid. And no kid should have to go through cancer, hereditary diseases and stuff like that. It's not cool. So that's going to be coming up in a few months. But the reason why I brought it up is this weekend there is a Tekko, which is an anime convention, or anime cosplay, Japanese cosplay thing, going on at the convention center. So Saturday I'll be volunteering for that, so super excited, trying to recruit more people to the cause. So if you're interested, or if you want to learn more about Extra Life and how you can get involved, if you go to extralife.org, I want to say, check that out, and there's a bunch of information on there. If you want to join the team, you can send me a whisper on here, or look me up on Twitter, or pretty much anywhere, and send me a message, and I can show you some stuff. So, how is this fight going? Well, at the moment, not too awesome. I've lost 2 people. So, Geshup with freeze level 4 awful, but this should help. Cool. Yeah, that's probably the best. So yeah, that's how things are going. Just a small update. Hopefully you heard all of that. I feel super embarrassed that that was even a thing. So again, my apologies for not having the audio working. But yeah. So again, if you hear screaming and stuff, there's kids outside. When it gets nicer out, we're gonna have the windows open a little more. So you're probably gonna hear a lot of it. Just a little heads up. Kind of playing with my food here. Like I should have killed Geshep a little bit ago, but to get some more experience is always good. Oh my! I honestly did not even think of that. But oh well. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. I knew he was low, but I knew he was that low. Trying to gain levels, trying to get those gains. It's whatever, I got greedy. It happens. That's what you get for betraying Xeon. So we have to head into you. And here we're going to find Lemon. Just trying to end his life. He's done a lot of bad things. he's trying to atone, and it's not working. So now that we're walking around the town, like, it's completely deserted. Like, there's nobody here. Unless you play this piano. They all went into hiding. Because the devils were about, and Xenon's, like, right over there. So, they just hid. Howell was the guy that died. I know where it's at. Just don't worry, Chaz. Of course. Let's revive everybody that died. Because there was a lot. But the good thing is I already did all the inventory management that I think I need to do. So we should be good to go from like here forward. And before I had to, in my previous playthroughs, I've gone back to town and everything after this next part, and it takes so long. And all it is to do is just to buy some more healing items. So the evil items I can't use, or I mean I can use, but it's going to cause a curse. And if I give them to people, they might be able to use them in battle. So I'm just gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna equip him. So Chaz is the last character that we get. He's a really good spellcaster. He's a great wizard. It's just he comes in way too late. So if we take a look at his stats, like he's level 19, promoted level 19. He has Blaze 2 and Freeze 3, and that's just, I mean, I'm sure he'll scale a little bit, but that's just not good enough for endgame. I mean, I could spend some time leveling him and stuff, but I'm not really keen on that. Let's see what Kaizen has. Okay, so I'm gonna give Kaizen's. Actually, I'm gonna give Chaz's staff to Kaizen. Because I think the mage staff. Regens 2 XP per turn, I think. So, if you have any questions about items, go to cheatforcecentral.com. You have everything you could ever want to know about the Shining Force games. Quick chicken. I think that raises agility. Somebody that's like ridiculously slow. May's the first candidate. Maybe Sheila. Okay. So we're all healed up. Let's check this dude. I think he's just an item seller. Yeah. Let's see if he has any deals. Nope, sorry. Buster shots. So everything in here I sold to him. So. Alright, we're gonna go out and we're gonna use the power of light to find the Holy Sword. And if you remember, in like the very intro of the game, whenever the whole thing starts up, we saw Slade go into an area. We're going to try to find that area. Lemon's the last character we get. So I don't use Lemon. Since he's a vampire, I've had like a hard time equipping weapons on him. I don't know whether it's just a bug or if it's intended, or if like I can give him